Hopefully you'll have a 1v5 in here next week to start working on. What a beautiful pair of classic tractors and something to aspire to. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're at Young's Agricultural Services and we're here to check out whether 135 can be restored. And if you could give this video a thumbs up, it would be much appreciated. We've got these lovely 135s here. There's this classic looking 135 which has just been restored here and it is looking brilliant. So we're going to take it out for a spin, and then just next door to that we've got this grey Ferguson which is in for a restoration, and then there's some more tractors here which have all got their stories behind them as to what's going to happen to them and how they're going to be restored. The Ferguson is quite an interesting one as well, because it's been nice for me today to have a look at the Ferguson with Gavin from Young's Agricultural Restoration in today's socially distanced video, and with Nathan. Nathan's just going to take the 135 out and we'll take it out for a spin. But what a beautiful pair of classic tractors and something to aspire to when you see them in their almost restored state on the grey Ferguson here, which is just having its bonnet resprayed. Is that right, Gavin? Yeah. And it's had, how many layers of paint does this have? 10 layers of undercoat and 4 top coats. I mean, and that's how you get such a good finish on the paintwork. And it gives a good quality finish and it will last.
Yeah, it gives a lovely finish and it should last, if it's taken care of, pretty much forever.
And that's the length you want to go to get a great finish on the restoration.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll take the 135 out now if that's all right, and then we can take it for a spin. Thanks very much. Did you restore this 135, Nathan?
Yes, yeah, we did that early part of last year.
And how long did it take you roughly to?
Roughly on and off about 6 months. So
6 months?
Yeah, on and off, not all the time, but yeah.
Yeah. I've got to say it looks absolutely fantastic. You've done a really good job. And how long have you been working at Young's?
I'll be 4 years in September. So.
4 years, yeah. And it must be so nice being able to work on such old classic tractors with history and with heritage. Which
it's lovely doing it, and then you see someone's face when they come in and they see theirs, and it's lovely.
It makes it all worth it.
Yeah. You get a real good feeling inside.
Yeah. Well done for all of your hard work, and hopefully you'll have a 1v5 in here next week to start working on.
Another one.
5 out for us here, and we're going to just take it around the yard and just see how it drives and look at the overall finish of the tractor. We've got the gorgeous paintwork on the bonnet, the new exhaust. If you look all down here, you can see all of the restored parts of the paint, looking absolutely wonderful. I can tell you, driving around the yard, it's certainly a lot tighter than the 135 I've got. The gears, I mean, everything's just so smooth and tight, like it's brand new. And obviously because of the restoration, you've completely restored it. Yeah. I tell you, it'll be a joy with my one being able to go into gear first time without crunching or clunking like this one just goes into gear wonderfully. Yeah. What would you say is like the most difficult part of the restoration, or is the most challenging part?
Making it all fit.
Oh, making it all fit.
Yeah.
Completely rebuilt the engine on this one, is that right?
Yeah.
Rebuilt and the transmission.
Yeah, everything's been done.
And then it will have a shot blast and complete rebuild and repaint of the chassis.
Yeah.
And then of the bonnet and of the lights and the electrical parts and even the seat as well. There is looking absolutely fantastic. The lights at the back, and even a brand new number plate there, which is keeping it original, keeping it traditional.
Yeah,
I think the number plate on my 135's a bit perished, so we'll probably have to get a new number plate for it. But it's nice when everything looks the way it originally should have originally would have looked.
Yes, as it would have come out of the factory.
Yeah, yeah. And this particular one's got the rounded fenders. So this is the earlier model, which was would have been in the 60s. Is that correct?
When it came into us, it had the square mudguards on, which were incorrect. So the owner wanted it put as it should be. Putting the factory. Yeah.
Left the factory. Yeah. I think on my one, I think mine's got the square mudguards.
Yeah.
And it's got a little lamp at the back. I think if you were ploughing, you could see down at night.
Not a lot.
Yeah, not a lot. Yeah.
It's got the little toolboxes as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got some.
Fenders.
That's it. Yeah, it's got some toolboxes down here, and I think you can store bits and bobs in them. It did have a cab. I've still got the cab in the shed. It's kind of like an old plastic cab sort of thing, so it's a green one. But I mean, maybe that would be worth getting out. But I kind of wanted it to be restored without the cab, if you know what I mean. Just have the wind in my hair. How long have you guys been going here for?
We've been going for 14 years now since Terry set up.
Yeah.
Like I said, generally, we started off as, or we still are, agricultural engineers by trade.
Yeah.
Doing about 6 tractors a year now.
Right.
Through the restorations. Obviously, they vary in mechanical restorations through to a concourse restoration like this. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so purely what the customer wants out of it and how they're going to use it. You wouldn't necessarily do it to concourse if you want to use it ploughing, but people have done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were telling me just in the workshop there how every tractor's got a story, which was really nice.
Yeah, generally, like I said, you have a lot of tractors that will come in that are perhaps family owned from new or belong to a farm or small holding that they own, or have been passed down through the family. So generally, like I said, you generally tend to find people that want them restored to a certain level, have got I suppose an attachment to them that perhaps some people don't have. So, I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's always interesting to hear it or see photos when they bring them in, and this is what it looks like on the farm. This is
Okay, yeah.
new.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always interesting to hear and to become part of that story.
Yeah.
With the tractor.
And the sentimental value a tractor can have to a farmer is priceless.
Yeah,
Can't.
it's priceless. Like I said, it's a bit of metal, but I suppose it's it's part of the family. Isn't it?
That's the thing, yeah. But we think tractors are, like you say, a piece of metal, but they're so much more than that in some ways.
Yeah, particularly like the older stuff, you tend to find that someone's perhaps learned to drive on it, or and have known it, like you said with yours all your life. It's like I said, perhaps more than a bit of metal that other people perhaps wouldn't necessarily understand to look at it.
Yeah. Oh, it's absolutely fantastic, and hopefully next week I'll get the 135 dropped off here, and Young's Agricultural Services can start to have a look at it and start to work on it and begin the restoration process, which will be absolutely fantastic. Something I'm really looking forward to. Thank you so much, guys, for letting me come here today and have a look at your wonderful tractors, which you've been busy restoring, and hopefully you'll be restoring the 135.
Yeah, excellent.
Thank you very much. So there we go, guys. This is what it can look like when a Massey Ferguson 135 is restored. And I think you can probably agree with me that when they are finally restored and put back to how they originally came out of the factory, they really do look something special. Leave a comment in the comment section down below what you think of them when they're fully restored like this, and if you're looking forward to the 135 being restored. So I'm now going to head off and we're going to head back to the farm. Thank you very much for watching today's video, and as always, I will catch you guys on the next one.